Yes, guys, Happy New Year, 12 TV, first episode of the year. Welcome back to the show. Saddam and I sincerely hope you enjoyed the festive fixtures. That is the whole of pretty much December up until now. I have thoroughly enjoyed them. I'm sure many of you have as well. Saddam today is here not just as our resident United fan and one of our main co-hosts, no, but he's also here to explain a lot of things. He is going to be our spokesman with the whole United situation. And apart from just reviewing the weekend's games, we're also going to talk about the mid-season review, our mid-season verdict so far. So welcome on to the show, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Leave your comments, by the way, in the live chat, and we're going to be going through them intermittently. And yeah, man, it's going to be a great show. I'm very psyched. Saddam, big news today. I thought we would be talking about football first and foremost. But to be honest, at United, there isn't much football to talk about. It's always the drama happening outside. You have sacked your manager.
Well, what a shit show. What a shit show. And I think the press conference on last night after the game.
Sunday, yes.
Yeah. I think there was something there because Amorim specifically talked about, I think he was expressing or rather telling us what he was told to come and do and then what's actually happening. And I think there's like a difference in what he was promised and what is actually happening. And I think that was him now like telling us it's not my fault. You know what? Fair enough. I know you're happy.
No, not really. You told me to let him cook. You told me Ineos is mad. He wasn't given the ingredients clearly. I came to the table. I smelled no smoke. Nothing was grilling.
Okay.
Nothing was marinated. What happened, bro?
To be honest, I think this is Ineos' what? Third year?
Is it? Third year?
Yeah.
And you know, they gave you a summer where they spent £240 million.
But that's the thing though. It's they haven't let any manager finish the season since they came.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait.
I think I know where this is headed, and I want to take it back a bit.
Okay.
So Amorim clearly expressed a lot of frustration, right? The way he did that press conference, I completely understand. This is not the first time, صح? Do you think he was told, because he says this one thing, do you think he was told that you're going to be United manager and not just the head coach? And now he's just been told, actually, you know, you're just the head coach.
I think, yeah, clearly. Because before that, we never knew his exact role. We just knew he was a coach, right?
Yeah, but do you believe him there?
No, but the thing is, we have to.
Do you?
Why not? Like, why would someone come and say that I am the manager? I was told I am going to. This is what. Like, I don't personally listen. There's nothing for me that screams dishonest or disingenuous about Amorim. I don't think he's like a thug. I think Ineos is a thug.
You think Ineos is a thug? So you believe Ineos? That's essentially what I was trying to lead you to. You believe Ineos, whatever, and Jim Ratcliffe and them guys, because you know for example, he said he was going to give him 3 years.
Yeah.
And you also, sorry, you don't believe them, but you believe...
I believe Amorim.
Amorim, yeah.
Because Ineos has made mistakes before.
Yeah. Okay.
Mistakes in such a way that they came, right? This is the same Ineos that has been firing people while still spending money on firing managers. Like there's so many things the management has shown us to show that they're fishy. Like if Amorim tells us that I was promised to be a manager and I'm now being forced to be a coach only, and I'm not having seen all these things, the powers that I thought I would have, I would believe him. Because first, as much as Amorim has been sacked, I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I don't think he is an awful manager or a coach. I don't think we saw a manager play a 3-4-3. So mid-season, we told him, come. We didn't have a 3-4-3 team, right? Dallo, Malacia, Mazraoui, all these players are not a 3-4-3 kind of like.
You don't have the majority of the squad is not a 3-4-3 profile.
Looking at our midfield, squad. Kobe Mainu is struggling in the system. Casemiro had to adapt in the system. Bruno is playing off position. Like we never knew that all things would work. The things that are working, it's like a miracle. It's working. Bruno working in deep. It's something that we didn't think would come. So we saw this manager who was playing a 3-4-3. We told him, come. We'll give you 3 years. We'll back you. We will give you whatever you need. He was backed. He got Mbuemo, he got Cunha, right? To fit in his system. Those players fit in his system. But then again, also, they end up giving up on him again.
Who give up on him?
The management give up on the man. Like you got this guy. We believe in your ideas, right? Because remember, there was an issue. There's a story that Dan Ashworth left because he didn't believe in the back five or the 3-4-3 kind of system, right?
Also, I mean,
he also wanted Southgate.
He also he didn't think Amorim was the right guy, not just because he wanted Southgate, but because he literally told them what they now know very clearly, is you don't have a 3-4-3 squad for him.
Exactly.
So and it would take a lot of things. It would take a lot of investment. It would take a lot of time.
Again, he said a lot of investment. And that's what Amorim said like maybe 2 weeks ago. He said for us to play in a proper 3-4-3, we will need investment. And I don't... remember, he was flying high in Portugal. He had won the league. He was top. He was unbeaten. He had beaten City in Champions League. He was, I think, second in Champions League.
He had some very impressive performances.
He was on the high. I wouldn't doubt my mind when these guys went to get him mid-season. They had to promise him all these things. We will give you this. We will give you time. You will be the manager, or maybe not exactly the word manager, because I feel like maybe that's also very specific in terms of like maybe not everyone really specifies manager as manager, right? Maybe he was promised you'll have a say in like such a things, and when you want a player, we get a player. Right. And to be honest, from the time he came and for example yesterday, we've gotten rid of players that it was kind of difficult. I didn't think like Rashford, Garnacho, Sancho, all these players were problems even before him.
Yeah, but they were also problems for him.
Yeah. So he got rid of them. He was able to put us in a better position by getting rid of these players, right?
I mean,
net.
Wait, sorry, just pause on that. Or you could think of it as the management really did bend quite a bit for him. They got rid of Rashford at a loss. They got rid of guys like Garnacho. Garnacho's... How much did you guys sign him? That's profit. He was from the academy.
Yeah.
All right. But still, those were big management decisions, right? The other issues that you guys have dealt with in terms of the squad, they've bent over quite a bit.
That's not bending, bro. That's not bending. That's expectation. That's expected for any manager. When any manager comes to your team and there is a problem with the squads, this person is training poorly.
No, I get that.
That's normal. That's not bending.
I'm just saying, when you look at how, for example, someone like Rashford, when he goes from Man United to Barcelona, and he's one of their best players,
but they're not signing him. You went to Aston Villa. They're not signing.
That's because they're poor. Don't compare. Oh, I guess you can compare yourselves.
Aston Villa.
What do you mean?
See, they didn't want
Aston Villa couldn't afford him. They couldn't afford him.
They still sign players
at his level.
Huh?
Wages they couldn't afford him. Anyway, the way I look at it, right, is he's come into the Premier League and he's like, no, I'm a 3-4-3 manager. And they're like, okay, Sawa, we'll give you these things. We'll give you these players. We'll do the investments and whatnot. financially speaking, things can change very quickly, and the management looks at the level of investment. They probably had one idea before they signed him. They're like, it probably cost this much. Kumbe, it's 3 times the cost. And then they're like, okay, we won't be able to give you this much. This is what it's going to take. And then to save the season, they tell him, how about you try a back 4? He does that.
That's the thing that I see. The thing is, if
he does,
the moment we let directors dictate what a manager does, I think we've lost the plot.
I think I need to hold you there just for a second. The guy called Wilcox, what's his name?
Name?
Jason Wilcox, right? He's your technical director.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Arsenal gave Edu broader responsibilities as technical director or sporting director. He said that in traditional clubs, the director shapes the style of play, right? Alongside the manager, shapes the style of play, the formation, the kind of squad building that they will do over the next 5 to 10 years. I think it was 5 years. Yeah, let me just say 5 years. So, from now until 5 years. So how are we going to look identity-wise? How are we going to look squad building-wise in terms of age profiles? How are we going to buy and how are we going to sell, right? And ultimately, how all these things are going to affect our style of play, right? So, apparently, when Wilcox had discussions initially around tactics and identity and so on, they were actually quite close. And things just kind of broke down up until now. So, I don't think, for example, the Leeds thing was the straw that broke the camel's back.
He was being persuaded before. Yeah. This was the first time we had rumors.
Apparently, the statement was posted on Google by United. Was posted on Google 9 hours before it had been official that United made the actual statement. Before it came out and on socials and whatnot. So I think this had been built up. But when you consider Jason Wilcox would have had conversations with Ruben Amorim, maybe even pressed him into trying a back 4 in certain games. And then you got that crucial win in a tough game against Newcastle, 1-0 away, 1-0 at home. And then right after, you switch.
Second half. We switched second half and we were horrible.
And yeah.
Not even too long.
Second half is true, actually. And then Wolves and Leeds, pretty much the same story. You take a step back and you don't really need to look at the finer details, because when you look at the finer details, you can get lost in the fabric, right? But you take a step back and you're like, okay, dude, we get it. You're a 3-4-3 manager. You have some semblance of 3-4-3 parts. But for this season, let's stick to the back 4 and get into the Champions League. Why? Because if you do that, you have a bigger budget to get the players that you need faster, and to get rid of the players that you don't need more easily, to get closer to the image that you want of United, right? When you look at, for example, Arsenal, this guy came in, Arteta, and I don't like to draw comparison because then it gives United and Chelsea fans reason to go.
Also, to be honest, you've won nothing, so you're not really truly the benchmark.
I think we are, but
you have not won anything, bro.
So like, Arteta came in with the back 5. This is a back 5, though, right? He was like, we need to shore up. He did that. There were some like green shoots of style of play, but the main thing was, I need to do this back 5. Once he started getting more of his team, then he started shifting formations. Then he started, defending maybe a higher line. Then he started pressing higher in different ways. Then he started adding counter pressing and so on and so forth, like building blocks. You get, and it's like, if you were Chelsea, then I think you would have no excuse. But like, the excuse was right there. Like, you guys are not Chelsea. You don't have this billionaire money being spent on you guys, sugar daddy money being spent on you guys. You guys do have financial struggles. And it's okay to have gone okay, this is a project. Trust the process. But now this guy, he comes in and he just says, no, bro, don't make me identify as a 4-3-3. That means they'll always see me as a 4-3-3. Bro, we're just saying for now.
Okay.
Wait. wait. Do you think, for example, based on what I've just said, do you think managers like Pep Guardiola, Klopp, Conte, there's who's the guy who won? Roberto Mancini, all these international managers who've performed abroad, Carlo Ancelotti, and all these guys, they've performed abroad. That's where they made their name. They come into England. Do you think they've not adapted in any way? Do you think they've just held their own, absolutely stuck by their identity?
I think so, yeah.
You think so?
I think, okay, to answer your question.
You don't think they adapted in any way to the league?
No, there is adapting to specific situations as you grow through the team, right? Remember, it's been half a season where he came in when things were... I'm not counting last season.
Yeah, nobody is. Nobody is.
So I'm counting...
Because I'm fair. Unlike United fans,
wait,
I'm
so
fair.
I'm counting this season, right?
Okay.
It's been how many months?
6 months.
6 months.
Oh.
He's maybe 3-4 points from top 4.
Yeah.
So
he's also...
Wait. So like...
I'm just saying, if you look upwards, he's only...
No, it's okay.
And then if you look downwards, he's also only. You know what I mean?
But point is, we're not in a catastrophe. We're not 15, 16.
No, you're not.
We are in the... And remember, we've drawn maybe 5 games that we should have won the last 10 games. So, easily we could have won. We're not... Our performance-wise results, we're not as bad as it might seem. This season... When you have a manager, you've given him all the... You want to trust him. So, you want him to evolve. This pressure of wanting him to change formation, that's where, for me, I have a problem with. Look at all the great managers. When I'm looking at Pep, I don't remember ever seeing stories that the board is telling Pep to use certain formation.
No.
Wait, let me finish.
Oh, carry on.
Every single manager that I know who's actually a great manager, we never have conversations about... How come this person is not being persuaded by the board to change the formation? You mentioned Arteta. Arteta was we don't know what he was doing at City.
He was assistant coach.
So whatever. So
he was the
Arsenal is his first job. So in reality, he has no identity. It's easier for you to come on identity if you don't have any identity.
Or he does have an identity.
Wait, let me finish.
We don't know what that identity is.
Can I just finish my thought first?
No, I'm just
let me finish.
Making sure there's enough corrections.
Let me finish fast.
Okay.
Arteta is a horrible example in this situation because that was his first job. Amorim has had success with 3-4-3 in Portugal in Champions League. He's beaten so many teams in Champions League. Not so many teams, but he's beaten City.
Whoa.
Right.
Trouble.
They were the best team in the world.
Yeah, but you remember what you guys told me about Gyökeres?
Let me finish.
They had some guy called Simon Pussy or something playing at centre back.
So he's a manager. He's a young manager who's had success. That's all. And remember, Sporting wasn't his first. I think it was his third team. So in his career, he's had a way of doing things, and it's usually difficult for someone to change a way of doing things if he's been doing for a while.
Okay,
Arteta is a horrible example.
All right, fine. I did give you others.
Let's look at others.
You mentioned Pep Guardiola.
Guardiola has constantly adapted with his squad as things go.
How very nice of you to say.
But wait,
what did he say? What did you just say there? I just want to just hang on that point. He constantly adapted with his squad
every single year.
Yes.
Let me finish first.
Don't you think that would have benefited?
No, it's been 6 months. It's been 6 months.
It's been over a year.
No, I'm not counting last season. I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm not, because one, he came in, things were all over the place. I'm
pretty sure when Pep Guardiola came into City, he's looking at Otamendi.
You just agreed not to use. Now you want to use. What are we doing here? I'm just saying. Okay, City's okay. When Pep Guardiola came in, he came in the summer. He didn't come in mid-season. And he finished 5th or 4th.
4th.
He finished 4th. So there's a very good chance we could finish 4th this season with Amorim. There is a chance. So if you want to compare, and what do you remember about that first year of Pep?
Trying to play out from the back and getting caught out.
So many mistakes. Exactly.
Trying to press high and getting caught out.
This is what Amorim...
Tactical mistakes that needed to be adapted.
And that's the thing. It's only been 6 months. You want Amorim to completely transform his way of playing and with his squad within 6 months, comparing him to great managers who've done it for within 2 years. How long did Arteta take for him to have an identity with his players?
3 years.
why all of a sudden we have this much expectations on Amorim?
Well, because it took Arteta 3 years to spend 250 million. You guys have spent it in one summer.
So
what?
So okay, that's
it's
irrelevant. That's irrelevant because
let me bring
the
it
number
back.
is crazy because right now players are expensive.
I get that.
It's not the same.
You know, Ruto's economy and whatever. I get it. But what I'm saying is, when you look at it from a business point of view, right? Where do you cut your losses? Do you go and spend another 300 million or 200 million or 250 million on this guy for his pipe dream, right? Or do you pay him 7 million to fuck off and play a back four and show that this team is much better suited, even with the players that he bought, who are also suitable for back three? This team is better off playing a back four. This team is better off playing, with three in the middle, not two in the middle.
You see,
there's so many things around the whole club that depend on the performance of the team, right? People's wages, people's salaries, people's bonuses, people's livelihoods, right? Fans, all this stuff.
Are you looking short term or long term?
Hold on, profits, losses, all that stuff. When you consider everything you guys are going through, the rats, the holes in the ceiling, and all that stuff, what do you think is better? What do you think has a more net positive impact? Having a manager that can play different kinds of formation, or believing in this, potentially world-class manager who has only one style of play?
Okay. When we got him, we knew he was a 3-4-3. So, and the reason why he was given a 3-year contract is because it's a project. It's a long-term project. So, it's a long-term project. We've invested money in his team, right? We've bought Dogo, we've bought Lamans, we've bought I think Havens, and we bought Mbeumo and Cunha and Sesko, right? I think only Sesko is questionable in terms of performance. The rest of the players suit his system. It's been 6 months of him trying to use the players he's been given to play in this way with his new system. But then again, we've lost 3 players already. 3 AFCON, Bruno injured. So the last 3-4 games we're in like really, really dire situation because we don't have any players available. And that's the games we've been drawing.
Yeah. So
the two games we've drawn, if they were wins, we are significantly higher up in the table. We're like maybe 4th, just maybe a point behind, 2 points behind, what's his name? Aston Villa. That's not a catastrophe. So in hindsight, I think it's a mistake. When you're talking about the club depends on wins, I think our objective this season at Champions League qualification should be the success. I think qualifying for Champions League should be the ultimate goal. And then we were not so far off. Now we're in this situation again. It's like we've reset, and I don't think it's. I think it's like a ego emotional decision from the management to fire him because he doesn't agree with them. He said something over the weekend.
Essentially called them out.
He called them out, and I think the board reacted emotionally to fire him. In hindsight, the club is not for the last. I'm talking about this season.
But at the same time, I thought we just agreed that it looks like they've been planning on firing him.
Based on what?
Not just based on this weekend's results.
Yeah, because we have absolutely ridiculous board. Wilcox telling the manager to be changing formation, and I think you should be doing this. Yeah. We've lost the plot. This manager. This is what he does. What's the point of getting a 3-4-3 manager and then telling him to put a back four?
I mean, the thing is
what's the point? Okay, another thing.
I think you need to send a message to Nayim right now, because he's the one who bigged up the new structure. He was like, we got Omar Berrada from City. These guys know how to run things. This Jason Wilcox guy, he's also beef at Stewie Watts. And Ineos, are you mad? Now you guys are all pitchforks out and Ineos out. So where does the buck stop here now? What you're saying, obviously, Amorim is not at fault. That's what you're saying.
I don't think he's at fault.
So is it Ineos? Is it Wilcox and Barada, or is it still somehow the Glazers?
I think it's the whole group, everyone on top, because it's a decision they've made all together. I don't think it's one person who fires people, right? I don't know if Barada is involved in the decision making. I don't think maybe whoever. I'm
Barada is
sure
actually the one who brought him in.
I think maybe Ineos. I think Radcliffe is the one who probably fired him under the advice of Wilcox and maybe Barada. But the essence is whether they collectively made the decision, so they should collectively take up the responsibility for the decision, which I think is not the right decision. Because now, what do you do next?
Well, they've already said kind of what they're going to do next. They're going to hold out with Darren Fletcher. I mean, this is a great chance for his children.
Fucking hell.
They've done their debut. Now they get a run in the first team, bro. And listen, to be fair, it's not a bad. Like, if you think it through, like, just walk with me a bit. You have no money, right? You tell Darren Fletcher, we have no money. You have to play your kids. No, not the under 18s. Literally your kids.
I don't think you need to tell him you don't have money he will play his kids.
Yeah,
and we will judge him on that.
Yes, and including their friends, like the under 18s.
Did you see the interview of Fletcher talking about United way of playing?
Yes.
And he's talking about, Man United should always be a counter-attacking team. We should have that threat in us. What bullshit.
It's true. It's what we discussed, Juicy. And I told you that Sir Alex Ferguson won so many trophies by counter-attacking, especially against the big teams.
But you think that's what worked then. Imagine sitting right now, thinking about what worked 15 years ago is going to work today. That's impossible.
Why not? What do you mean?
That's impossible.
What do you mean? Hold on. I can think of many teams that win like that.
Tell me.
Napoli for sure. They won a league title like that.
How?
In Serie A.
In which league?
3 years ago, when they had Osimhen.
Which league?
Serie A.
Okay,
Antonio Conte with Chelsea. Jose Mourinho, pretty much every single fucking time.
Conte won when, which year?
2018.
How many years ago?
Or is it 2016, 2017?
9 years ago.
It's still
almost
this
10 years ago.
You just asked me which league. I told you Serie A.
I just said 15 years ago. I said things that I worked 15 years ago.
They can still work now.
You can't.
Think about how people are being played at right now. Teams like, for example,
we did it with Ole. Sorry, we did it with Ole. Ole, we were playing counter.
And that got you your highest ever finish.
No, not the highest ever.
Second.
We finished second with Ten Hag.
No, you never finished second with Ten Hag. No. Yeah, you did with
Ten Hag. We did finish second.
Yeah. No, you finished second in the Carabao Cup once,
third. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think that third was closer points than Ole, because Ole was 18 points behind.
I think that was about the same.
Fucking
about it. But pragmatic football has reaped rewards in so many different ways, in so many different leagues, and not just leagues.
It should be. When Ole, listen, with the conversation we had here, Ole was beating teams that are when we were sitting back. Man City being one of them.
Yes.
So,
PSG.
and PSG. And we talked about, we were here. Saddam, we were here. We were talking about it. And we said, counter-attacking should be part of your game, not your only game. And listen, you cannot.
So what you're telling me is I was right, because what I said about Man United, the Man United legend said it, but the guy who started supporting United 2 years ago is suggesting that I'm wrong. Like, are you realizing the fallacy?
You were right then.
I was right then. No, listen. This is what they were. And listen, if you think about it, playing a back four with more midfielders for the right positions, and the right profiles for those midfielders. Like, if you play a more pragmatic way, it would help you guys.
Tell me a team.
It would help you guys.
Tell me a team for the last 5 years.
You guys could help us take points.
Tell me a team for the last 5 years. Tell me a team for the last 5 years.
That's harsh. That's fucking ridiculous.
So actually, no one team has done that 5 years.
It's not harsh, because there's only 2 teams that have won in the last 5 years.
And and counter-attacking was not among their suits.
No, I'm just saying it's a small sample size.
Oh, by the way, sorry, Klopp had counter in him.
Yes, he did.
But that was never his way of playing. He wasn't his sole way of playing.
It was a counter press. It wasn't a counter attack.
No, but like, he could counter attack you.
He could, of course. Look, in the same way, I get what you're saying. that counter-attacking football can be an identity, and at the same time it can be an attribute. It can be a skill set.
It could have been identity Zamani, not anymore.
But really, like what you guys were, especially in big games, what I'm saying is, especially in big games, you guys were pragmatic. And your legend said it right now. Listen,
I mean, he's the manager now. So.
Ultimately, what I'm saying is, Darren Fletcher could be good for you guys. Budget-wise,
he's never done anything.
Play style-wise, he's won so many.
He's never managed any.
He's managed the under 18s.
Any men's team, first team, never.
They're under 18s.
He's like he's probably even worse than when you guys go to Arteta. At least we're still managing a main team.
Arteta managed under 18s and under whatever.
No, but like when you got him, he was an assistant manager.
Anyway, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back because this is the food that's at your plate. So it's on your plate right now, and this is what you have to eat.
But so he's not confirmed until summer.
No, he is. He is confirmed.
Not until.
I mean, things could change
until things.
No, did you read the statement?
No, I saw the statement.
Okay,
but when we interim in it does not guarantee. It's not like confirmed 6 months. You could easily bounce tomorrow.
I just think, when just be happy because you have a Man United man. You just got rid of your United manager with one of the worst managerial records in United history, if I'm not mistaken.
But I think it's bound to happen. I don't think the way we were going, even if you brought Pep, we would have those stats. I think the club was actually in decline. There's no question about it.
I'm just saying, like I think this is a good thing because it did for me at the same.
It could be worse
for me at least. Like the players didn't look like they were playing for him.
It could be worse.
It could definitely be worse. You could be Chelsea.
Yeah, and you know what?
You could be Tottenham.
No, it could be Chelsea. Chelsea is worse.
Are they below you guys?
They are above us, I think. But
so then it could be better.
It could be worse because the manager quit Chelsea.
Okay. Well, anyway, let's get some thoughts from the comments, guys. Let us know how you feel about the United sacking of Ruben
whose fault
Amorim.
Is it?
Let's see. Steve Barnes says, I have no idea. I don't know. Some justice for someone. I hope they get it. Joel Boyer says Saddam generally relieved Amorim is gone. I can't wait for his Delulu takes. I guess you got him. Kiruri Suleiman says, of course we have. Come on, you Gunners. Boyer says Amorim has been horrible for us. Good riddance. He's no longer United's coach. Jageme also says good riddance. Odiambo says that hairline is a shambles, Saddam. Time to ask Zuhum for his barber's number. Do you want my barber's number?
Z. Fuck no.
That's actually what it sounds like when he shaves my head. Anyway, Chris Monkey says, I can't lie, Saddam is cooking today. GGMU. Saddam's hairline is set up in a 01102. I'm pretty sure somehow Ruben Amorim would know what to do with that.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
Abdul Jabbar says, ask Saddam if you'd take Arteta, would you?
Assistant manager, yeah.
Assistant manager, okay. To Darren Fletcher. She says, according to the talk of the Devils, Fletcher is the best thing since sliced bread. Read in British. With an incredible eye for detail, especially around player attributes. Mashallah. Frank Majichafu says, Haramarim deserved that sacking. I need Slot to leave, man.
Oh, Liverpool fan wants Slot to leave. Let's go.
Slot in the sack race. So, now that we've gotten past Man United, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how you guys react. Your next matches are actually very, very interesting. When I look at your next 5 fixtures,
Burnley?
If this thing will load, you have Burnley Burnley away, Man City home, Arsenal away, Fulham home, and Tottenham at home. So like
last time we played you guys with an interim coach, we beat you. So I'm calm.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully you could do the same thing with Man City.
And we beat Man City last year, not this year.
And you could probably follow that up this year.
I mean, I think Mbeumo is playing today, right?
Wait, sorry. The last time you played Man City, correct me if I'm wrong. The last time you played Man City and beat them at home, away from home, you also had a new manager, too.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Last year.
Yes.
We beat them away.
Confirm us. We're winning this league by April, bro. Thank you.
But you know what?
Huh?
We will probably just give them.
You give them a
We'll,
whooping.
we'll just
bro.
We'll bend.
Anyway, let's wheel it. But I'm just saying your next 5 fixtures aren't very easy. So Darren Fletcher's got work on his hands. So anyway, let's move to the actual games now. And I'm delighted to let you know. Did you know, by the way, this fun fact? I'm delighted to let you know, over the last 2 game weeks,
Huh.
out of the traditional top 6 sides, Arsenal is the only team to have won both their games, and all the other teams drew all their games.
It's been tough, Olai. It's been tough all over.
Who did you guys play? Leeds, and before that, you had Wolves. Yeah, you drew with Wolves. We didn't get a chance to talk about that, did we?
It was a midweek game.
It was a midweek game.
You guys also playing tomorrow?
No, we're playing Thursday.
Okay. Liverpool,
yeah. So Wolves. Tough team to beat.
What's the point of talking about the game? He sucked. Let's move on.
What about Leeds?
Honestly speaking, both games should have won. But he was just... We don't have players.
Also no manager.
We honestly don't have players. Also, I think I blame him in the Wolves game because we had actually, to be honest, the last two draws I would blame Amorim because fuck, he's gone.
So would Jason Wilkins.
I'd blame him in the aspect Zaxi scores and then he subs him halftime against Wolves.
Yeah. No, I mean
like someone scores a goal and then you punish them for scoring.
I'm just saying, I'm just pointing out, it's a bit Wolves at home, a tough team.
And then
anyway,
and then the next game we're playing Leeds, which is also struggling. We don't play Zaxi, and then we sub him on, and then he gets an assist in his second touch. Like he's trying. I don't know.
So aren't you happy you got rid of him? Maybe that's like a red flag you should look out for. Like when the traffic lights say stop, people should stop.
See, people make mistakes. You've come here this season and talked about Arteta making tactical mistakes.
Yeah, but we're still part of the game. Table, bro.
But that's part of the game.
We're not 5 points away from 14th.
No, but we're also 6 points from top 3.
Fair enough, man. I'm just saying, watch your ass before looking forward, bro.
You can't. Life always better.
It's that question for if you were 2 inches inside the person in front of you, or 2 and someone else is 2 inches inside you, which way are you moving forward?
I'm moving forward any day of the week. I'm sorry. I'm not usidiangalie hivyo.
Anyway, so there's not much to discuss in terms of the games, but I did have one particular point I really did want to discuss. So Manchester City, actually 2 points. 2 points from the Fulham Liverpool game, and 1 point from the City game. This isn't the same City. That's my point.
Yeah, I see it as well.
I'm glad you see it this way. This is not the same City. This is not the City that can go and steamroll 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams. Like genuinely beat those guys. Not even like edge this game out or edge this game. No, they would have deserved to have won those games. I think a lot of people got carried away. Lowton specifically, he got guys and obviously rival fans. Guys get carried away with like a 3-0 against West Ham at home. Yeah, cool. 3-2 against Leeds, bro. Red flag. 5-4 against Fulham when you were 5-1 up. Red flag. And then now Sunderland away. I said, remember when we drew there, I said that was going to be a tough place to go. And when you consider, for example, Sunderland, half their squad was in AFCON, and Ballard wasn't playing, for example, and they still managed to get that draw. They could have won on another day. I think they could have won that game. And then Chelsea at home. You want to win your games against the top 6 sides at home,
especially with with
No manager.
with an NPC.
Yeah, Seth MacFarlane, you know, Family Guy or something, according to Peter Drury. But that, you know, surely you go 1-0 up, you turn the screws around, and, you know, you really tighten them, and you go for the kill. But they just kept letting Chelsea back in the game, and fair play to Chelsea. Like they've shown this season they can really face adversity well enough. But still, you expect someone like Man City at home to slap them up.
For sure. I feel like fair play to Enzo. Enzo, I think, played really well that game. I don't think they missed Caicedo, because that game was like peaceful.
I did say
there was no
like the referee barely, you know, his whistle was dry. Like Reece James, honestly, bro, he's a wonderful footballer. I thought he put in quite a good
better.
shit.
I think he's
genuinely
he's better than Caicedo.
Yeah,
It was a meme when you said it first.
There you go.
I see it now.
You see it, yeah.
All I see.
I'm telling you, bro. And the thing is, like, even when he does, like, you saw that tackle on Rodri.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a tackle. That was him. Literally, he's just passed the ball.
Yeah.
He's managed to get to the ball, but then that's naturally where his foot is getting, you know, is gonna stamp, and then it was unlucky. And you know, I don't know. I rate Reece James highly. Fair play. I didn't expect like what Chelsea fans were talking about. I thought they were just meant as a right back, but he's so much more than that. So
he's
fair
so
play
much
to him.
more than that.
But then, you know, Liam Delap, right? He came in, and I thought he changed the game.
Yeah.
And when you look at Man City, they don't have Marmoush, they don't have Sabinho, he's injured, so they pretty much just had
Doku didn't start.
Doku, right?
Who didn't start?
Oscar, who didn't start? Yeah, that's all they had to bring on off the bench to change the game from an attacking perspective. And then obviously now they got those injuries to Josko Gvardiol and who is it? Possibly Ruben Diaz. So when you look at those injuries, it's not looking good, fam. It's not looking good, bro. Haaland, we told Man City fans it's not sustainable to just rely on Haaland.
Yeah.
They thought Phil Foden and Phil Foden, Omar, beef jerky, you know, purple patch would help them, but ultimately, bro, like some of these games are tough, man. The Premier League is tough.
I think with Shirky though, like I feel like Pep will ruin him.
Yeah.
Or is ruining him. Because he rarely gets the ball where you would expect him to be shining.
Yeah, like even when he does, like there was so many passes he made. I'm like, oh, that's such a great pass. And then you look at the pass, it's a diag, you know, from or he's sending someone else through on the other side of the pitch, not necessarily a diag, but he's clipped it over the defense. But I still think he played well. But I think the reason he played well is because he's just a beef player. You know, he's a fantastic player.
Yeah. No, but like you see,
was not a pun to his.
Like he's I feel like he's held back.
Yeah.
He's doing the best he can, playing that fucking on the touchline, which is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. And then a few times you'll see him maybe go to the other side and maybe roam, but then again that lasts maybe a minute or two, and then he's back again.
Right. Anyway, Liverpool, Fulham. The only point I really wanted to discuss was the Florian Wirtz offside goal. So apparently onside goal. So
I want my bad. I had this conversation. I brought it up. But I think it was a Barcelona game.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Champions League game. I don't remember. I asked you guys the what I saw on the actual clip was different from the cartoons they were putting, right? And you guys laughed it off. You guys laughed it off because for me, I think it was what's his name? I think it was La Liga. It was El Clasico.
I hope it's not Champions League because I think Champions League.
I think it was El Clasico.
Champions League's application of the semi-automated offside thing system is fantastic. So have a look at this, guys. When you look at the line that's being used between Florian Wirtz's toe and I can't remember the Fulham defender's name, but when you look at it, looks like they're using the same line to judge, whether he's onside or not. But then if you look at the actual image of from the actual game, you'll see, especially if you zoom in, you'll see Florian Wirtz's toe is not ahead of whatever made-up line they have. It's ahead of the pitch lines. The pitch line is what it's ahead of. Now, some Liverpool fans and other like neutrals are suggesting that by then the player, whoever passed it, Conor Bradley, had already passed the ball. I don't think so. But I think the way it's being used in the Premier League is very, very off. So I looked it up, and apparently in the Champions League, it's a matter, the width of the lines being used are 5 millimeters. And in the Premier League, it's apparently like 3 centimeters or something like that. Now, if that's all well and good, but Saddam, that surely doesn't apply when it doesn't matter how thick you draw your lines. All that matters is we have the pitch lines in exactly, coincidentally, the right moments. So we don't need to use an imaginary line that they've come up with that is clearly being altered. Because if they're drawing the pitch lines, then why isn't the Fulham defender's foot a few inches off the pitch line? Why is it in the 3D rendition along the same line? So obviously they benefit from this, and eventually they go 2-1 up. But justice was served, to be fair, because Fulham scored a screamer, bro. And apparently some Harrison Reed, bro. I can't remember I'm pretty sure I heard that name like during Wakati wa Lampard. I can't remember who this person is, but this is the first time he's played since
this is questionable, and I feel like we need to have a conversation about this, because now you can easily now manipulate things.
That's what I'm saying. Like, clearly you can manipulate it. I saw a video of someone manipulating very quickly, within 30 seconds, the image, like this particular image, on their phone. Guess on which app? Instagram edits, like story edits.
Are you serious?
Like just editing the lines and zooming in, alafu yafanya mjamaa kai mbele ya line ama nyuma ya line ama amekaribia line.
That's crazy.
It's mad. So if these guys have an agenda, which we've always seen can happen in football, why wouldn't they do that? Then they always tell us, they'll show us the onside review, the semi-automated review. Before this, I think this is the first time I've seen it being done before the play has been restarted.
Because they usually take time.
Most of the times you'll get it 5 minutes after when the ball's gone out.
True.
The play has been restarted, VAR confirmed.
Yeah.
So it was very sus. But what's even more sus is how come I've heard nothing on this from Football Analysis, bro?
Yeah, even
content creators.
Even Fulham. Like, I feel like Nottingham Forest would have put out a statement.
Yeah. Fulham is like, we scored our screamer. Nah, bro. Say something. It's all very like it's let me just say, if you were to picture me right now, I'm Xavi and I'm observing. That's what I'm saying. I'm really observing, bro. Let's get some comments around Man City and Liverpool. Let's see what you guys are saying. By the way, I can see we have 55 of you in the live. Thank you so much for joining us. So let's see what guys are saying. Kenan says, before we get to Kenan, okay. Kiarie Suleiman says, another season of with the same like Man United conversations. To be fair, this is getting repetitive.
Yeah, it is.
And I'll hold that thought. Repetitiveness, guys, the audience, hold that thought in terms of repetitiveness, because I'll bring it up a bit later. Alrone says, I don't like smug Zuhum. Kenan Nyata says, watching live from not Kenya, obviously. Kenan says, lazima washtuke na takes Saddam. Majichafu says, I can't believe City just let Chelsea play around the whole of the second half, which is really, I tweeted and I was like, this Chelsea performance says more about Man City than it does Chelsea.
Yeah, it was really...
Chelsea have so many issues.
They just were stuck in like second gear or first gear.
Yeah.
There's no like that aggressiveness to get the ball back. There wasn't any City DNA. And you know what? Fair enough. Pep is tired. He's leaving into the season.
But apparently he extended up until 2027.
I think the rumors are that he is definitely leaving,
Okay.
and I think it all makes
that's
sense.
why Maresca
And I thought it all makes sense why Maresca is also like running
Yeah, I mean,
to Man City.
I don't know what Chelsea fans need like what else they need to see. Like, you're not even the best blue club in England. Like, and you guys were there before
They're
them.
the best plastic club.
Exactly. Like, how do you lose El Clasico?
El Plastico.
El Plastico. Like, it's ridiculous.
No,
bro.
usually we have like news whereby the manager is fired and he wants severance. Maresca is like, stay with your money.
Yeah.
I don't want your money. I want out.
Yeah, I want out. I'm good.
And apparently the game, what was the previous game? Before City. What are they playing?
They drew.
Forgot.
Bournemouth.
The
2-2.
Bournemouth game, apparently there wasn't any. Was he banned? He wasn't banned. He just didn't go.
Yeah, he just didn't go back to the dressing room
Yeah.
or something. I think that's hilarious. But it says a lot about. And now they're gonna sign some guy called Liam Rossinier, bro. It's just hilarious because we're gonna have a field day. I don't know if you guys watch DR Sports, but there's a gentleman there called Matisse. He's a big fan favorite. I love the guy. I think he's hilarious. And that's I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be very consistent in terms of my opinion of your manager. I think he's also going to be hilarious. So, Michael Jr. says that guy had already passed the ball. Watch a hikaya Zuhum. I don't know, man. Majid Shafu says, okay, for me, Verts looked offside, but in the end, a draw was the right result. It's not a matter of what was the right result. King Brian says, people always been stupid when it came to Arsenal. United says, I'm happy we don't have a coach anymore. That says a lot. Karika first says, Verts was 100% offside, marginally, but offside. And Jorogo Dennis says, had that goal been Fulham's, it would have been called for offside. That's actually not a bad point. And Michael Jr. says, respect your world champions. Bro, your manager doesn't respect his world champions. But anyway, so it's time for our season review. We have about half an hour to discuss this. And how do you feel, Saddam? How do you feel, the audience, about the mid-season review? Where were your expectations? Where are your disappointments? Where are, I don't know, your delights? You know, what are you delighted about?
You're saying a mid-season, I'm saying an end season.
Oh, you're calling it an end season?
It's done.
It's done, huh? Okay,
so it's done and we're starting a new one.
Go on.
New year, new season. So it's to us is like what do I feel about the new season?
What do you feel about the new season under the stewardship of Darren Fletcher?
Fucked.
You're fucked. Okay, good. So instead of looking 6 points above, now
it's tough.
You're gonna have to move back 2 inches too.
Nah,
it's tough, huh?
I'm moving back.
Anyway, you predicted. I don't necessarily want to go through predictions, but you did predict you were going to win the league.
Mathematically, we still can.
Of course.
If by any chance Fletcher becomes like this genius guy from whatever, I think we could still win the league. Mathematically, if we're in it, we're in it.
I think mathematically
until
possible.
Until I'm mathematically out, you can't tell me shit.
Then I can't say shit to Wolves.
You can't.
I can't.
Yeah.
There's
you have
enough
to wait.
points. Yeah.
You have to relax.
Everybody could lose.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. But the season has not shaped up to be what we expected. A lot of people expected the domination of Liverpool.
Liverpool specifically.
A lot of people expected maybe a title charge between City and Arsenal, possibly Chelsea, right? Like an outside chance for Chelsea. But people were hoping for a 3-horse race, right? 3-horse race.
You were expecting at least Arsenal, City, Liverpool.
Yeah. So a 3-horse race. And the reality is it's been far, far, far removed from that.
It's 2 instead of 3. So what do you mean far off?
Well, you don't think
City and title race?
I don't know. I don't know.
Come on, man.
I think for me,
2 weeks ago you were second.
No, we weren't. We were momentarily second.
Exactly my point.
And what I'm saying is they've already bottled
No, they haven't.
2 weeks
Relax.
ago. 2 weeks ago, they went and played their game before us, and we responded. And the last 2 times we've played, every time we played before them, they bottled. Drew against Sunderland and now drew against Chelsea. Look, I think they're still in the title race for now. But I genuinely believe that they're probably going to fall off from between Feb-March. So, when you look at the situation, it's not very good, man. Outside of Haaland, who's their regular goal scorer, they have issues with their midfielders. They now have issues with their centre-backs. They're someone who, was supposed to go to Liverpool now, Mark Guay, he's probably going to go to Man City to shore up their defense. There's no knowing how that's going to go for him. He could get injured, right? Look at Liverpool. They went and signed Isak. Oh my God, Kiarie elated. Eric and Giro were going to win the World Cup. Everybody's like so excited. We're thinking, fuck, what happens to Alexander Isak? Double crazy injury. You get. And now Man City, they have their 2 centre backs out and they're crying. They're about to go into the transfer market. We lost our 2 centre backs. We've been through that challenge. And we're still top of the table. At the beginning of December, we were 2 points ahead of City. And now we're 6. So,
I mean, the fact that a lot has changed, listen, the fact that so much has changed within a week, because it's been a week. They've played 2 games in like the last 7 days.
Yes.
So to you, and remember, there's 2 games for the next 3 weeks.
Yes.
So.
Well, I think, up until the end of January.
Yeah. So to you, in your mind, everything has fallen apart for the last 1 week, and you could also drop points.
Of course, bro. A meteor could strike the Emirates, and then people I get it.
No. What's more realistic?
What I'm saying.
What's more realistic is you could also draw points. You're playing Liverpool, right?
We could.
You lose that game with 3 points.
We could.
Right?
We could.
Sasa, why
we
you
could
all
lose
of a
even
sudden
6-0, and then they have better goal difference and they win the league. I get that. But what I'm saying is, apart from the injuries, apart from the lack of know-how to win the league now for them.
Lack of know-how?
Lack of know-how.
To win the league?
Yes, because, for example, if they had...
Compared to Arsenal?
Compared to us, yes.
Lack of... you guys have what?
We have so many people, bro.
You have know-how of what?
Of winning things.
What?
Mikel Arteta has won
winning
4
what?
league titles. Mikel Arteta has won
under who?
4 league
under
titles.
Who?
Under Pep Guardiola.
So the person who he was the manager now doesn't have the know-how, but the assistant manager now has it.
I didn't say the manager doesn't have the know-how.
So Pep has it.
Yes.
Arteta has it.
Yes, of course Arteta has
okay, the Man City players who've won the league don't have it.
No, not all of them.
Okay, so which Arsenal player who's never won has it?
What I'm saying is they
what are you talking about?
Of winning the league. Now
what are we doing here, man?
Man City.
Jamisha, I was gonna support you, but now you're talking crap. You're talking shit.
Let me land.
No, you're not landing.
So when you add the fact you have guys like Ryan Cherki, Husanov, these guys who've never won a league title, all these new signings, Rangers, he's never won the Premier League, right? Right or no?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Just confirming. He's won other league titles like Serie A and whatnot. So when you add
the fact that... Hasn't won Serie A.
He's never won Serie A with AC Milan? Damn. So anyway, they've lost players like Fernandinho, Kevin De Bruyne, David Silva, Riyad Mahrez. They've lost knowledge bases. These guys are knowledge bases. So that, for example, if Cherki had entered the squad and Riyad Mahrez was still somehow in the squad, I'm just making up a hypothetical scenario. But if Cherki had entered the squad and he's like, these guys have won the league titles before, we need to just stick together, we've dropped points. He would rely on someone like Riyad Mahrez, how do we behave, how do we move, how do we train, what do we need to do, what do we need to improve, especially because they're both Arab and French, But now he doesn't have a Riyad Mahrez. He looks over, he has Doku.
You know what he has?
He looks over.
You know what he has?
He has guys like Mateus Nunes.
But see, the Mahrez.
He has guys like Nico Gonzalez.
The Mahrez, the Fernandinho, the De Bruyne, they were all made by Pep.
And Arteta.
Wait. So it's Pep.
And Arteta.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Pep, he has given them beeps and whatever and putting cones, whatever. Ooh.
Taught Sterling how to use his left.
The players.
And Sane how to use his right.
Pep does this. So, as the current team, it has how many treble winners? At least 7.
Know. How many?
At least 7 treble winners.
Count them.
Haaland. Foden. Gvardiol. Diaz.
Guardiola was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gvardiol, Diaz.
Rodri.
Ballon d'Or winner.
Yes. But we're talking about treble winners.
Sorry?
Stones.
Stones done gire. Ake. We're already 8.
That's 7.
9.
9. 8.
Oh, whatever, man. So okay.
But
so
now
this
think
team,
about those guys.
I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking. Listen. So the 8. So this team.
Diaz is
so wait.
injured.
So one team has. Shut up. One team has 8 treble winners. So the other team has 4 FA Cup winners
and 1 4-time Premier League winner. Gabriel Jesus.
What are we
has
doing
won
here?
4 Premier Leagues. Still, Gabriel Jesus has won 4 Premier Leagues. What do you mean where?
What do you mean?
City.
What do you mean where? He has a question.
At Man City.
Okay, so your player won there, but now the way he won, they're not good enough.
He's still on loan, so he's still accessible. So that's another form of knowledge. And then when you consider these are players who are actually available to us.
You know what's funny? Jana, I was trying to convince myself, okay, fine, Arsenal's going to win the league. It's not going to be so bad. Zuhum is just going to say this and this for maybe 1 or 2 episodes. What the fuck? What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
What are you doing now?
We still haven't even got to the best part.
I am depressed already.
We still haven't got to the best part. We're bringing back the schedule, bro. Have you seen who Man City have to go to away? Man City still have to go to Chelsea away. They still have to go to Spurs away. They still have, obviously, they have you guys away.
No.
It's away. They're playing you guys at home.
No, we were beaten at home.
No. At the Etihad.
Oh, really?
We watched it here. They still have to go to Everton away. They still have to go to...
you guys beat us at home, eh? Yeah.
Yeah, we did. They still have to go to... What do you call them? Liverpool away. When you look at those fixtures... Spurs... Yeah, I already mentioned Spurs.
Come on.
Bro, I'm pretty sure they still have to play Brighton away.
Those are easy games, man. What are you doing now?
Are they? Because when you look at the run of games that they have, it ain't looking good, fam. And then you look at the injuries that they have. John Stones, their knowledge base. They can't call him because he's always at the hospital. Yeah. Gvardiol, Zinchenko, obviously, because he's not at the hospital. He's available. He just doesn't get selected. So when you look at all those things considered, and then the fact that we have the best squad in the world, I just think they're gonna fall off. And by because right now, what's the points difference?
That's your hope.
What's the points difference?
6 points only.
6 points. I think by March, we're looking at a 7 to 10 point swing.
So you only add 1 point.
That means.
What?
No, 7 to 10 point swing.
As in more.
As in 7 to 10 point swing. It's going to be right now a 6 point swing. It could be 1 more at the very pessimistic level, or it could be an extra 4 more. And by then, you're hoping that Arsenal lose three games in their run-in. When you consider we've already played Newcastle away, we've already played Everton away, we've already played Liverpool away, we've already played all these other teams away.
Okay, you know what?
It ain't looking good, fam. It ain't looking good, fam.
Okay, you know what? Give me a clip. Look at the camera and tell me what happens in February.
10 points. 10 points clear, inshallah.
So you're saying inshallah so that?
I say inshallah all the time.
So you're saying inshallah so that we make it ikifanyika fine. You're not confident anymore?
Are you Muslim or not?
No, I am.
Then why are you questioning me on
No,
this?
but you're making it look like it's not in your hands.
It's never in anybody's hands.
Tomorrow go philosophical
Anyway, so I want to ask you this. That's the title race. That's pretty much the title race. Those are my thoughts on the title race. I mean, they're now crying about injuries. We got our injury patch. Hopefully no more injuries and we win the league by April. And then we can focus on the Champions League. Because obviously we're going for that as well. Good. We don't disagree. All right, great. But let's talk about whether we have probably the best top 4 race in Premier League history ever.
Huh?
Yeah.
I don't think we do.
I think there's a strong case.
I don't think we do.
Can I tell you why?
Mm-hmm.
Aside from Arsenal and
don't mention
Man
Aston
City,
Villa.
Aston Villa.
Don't mention Aston Villa because they're also like they are with City, right?
So you think they're in the title race?
They are not top 4. Like
Do you think they're in the title race?
I would say they're confirmed top 4.
They're confirmed top 4.
So we're all fighting for that one position.
But still, let's just say, because Liverpool are only what 6
9
plus 2, 8. 8 points behind Villa.
That's a lot.
So that's
what I'm saying to us. Shut up, man. Oh, 4 points ahead. No, you should celebrate.
6 points ahead.
Okay, fine, whatever, man.
But that's because we're not Liverpool. We didn't just draw to Fulham. We beat Fulham away from home. Anyway.
So, Anzan Aston Villa. Anzan Liverpool.
Let's start with the teams that aren't so far from top 4, bro. Because 34 points.
Because it's 4th going downwards.
Yes. So you have Liverpool, Chelsea, United. I think Brentford are in with a shout because they're only 3 points behind Liverpool. And they're only 1 point behind Chelsea, which is 5th.
Okay, tell me, give me the reference from Liverpool. How many points from Liverpool? So
Chelsea are 3 points from Liverpool. So are United. So Brentford are 4 points from Liverpool. Sunderland 4 points from Liverpool. Newcastle 5 points from Liverpool. Brighton 6 points from Liverpool. Fulham 6 points from Liverpool. Everton 6 points from Liverpool. Spurs, who are in 13th, and Crystal Palace, both also on same points, are on 27 points. They're 7 points from 7 points from Liverpool. So that's mental, bro. That is mental. You're looking at 14th. How many teams are we talking here? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's exclude Aston Villa for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 11 teams
fighting for one position.
Fighting for 2 positions.
5th is confirmed?
5th, we don't know yet. We'll see how we perform. I think you guys should
everything in your hands 4th, really.
Everything in your hands is 4th. We finished in the semi-final positions last season.
But it didn't help, did you?
It did help. It did help. Us qualifying in the semi-finals did help. Us going to the quarters.
Did we get 5 teams last season? Yeah.
Yes, we did. So, anyway. I think this is the best. This is not only the best top 4 race.
I think it's too soon.
In the league ever.
I think it's too soon.
I think this is also the most competitive league ever.
I think it's too soon.
Huh?
I think it's too soon. I think when we're looking at this, I think March.
What are you talking about?
Listen, I think March.
Fall away?
I think March, April. That's when we will. Because remember, when you look at the running, that's when you look at also the top 4 race. I think now it's kind of too soon. And I'm sure by then we will have like a proper separation between those teams.
That's the thing, though, because I think there's a lot of reasons why this is the most competitive league. If you look at Sunderland, most newly promoted team, one of the most newly promoted teams, they're up in 8th. You know, they're not struggling. They're actually doing fantastically well.
Yeah,
and
especially against big teams,
bro. Like Newcastle have been in the league for how long? They beat them 1-0. You know, when you look at some of the other teams that are getting beat, like Leeds, sure, they're struggling-ish. They're 16th or something, but they almost held Man City to a draw.
No, but Leeds are struggling. There's no question about it.
Are they? Because if you look at the league table, you know,
especially they started really poorly. I think Leeds are struggling.
They're only 5 points behind Crystal Palace, so they're 5 points away from being in contention for a top 4 place, a top 5 place. That's what I'm saying. When you look at the,
so that's you're talking about what?
I'm just saying
12 points off top 4. It's a lot.
You never know, bro. Calvert-Lewin's form. I think what's happening right now is the best in the league are the best in the league. Like, this is Arsenal on 48 points. Is the highest number of points they've ever achieved after 20 games. They will have equaled the 2022-2023 season in terms of points, right? If they beat Liverpool, they would have equaled that incredible start. In terms of the point swing, whatever. Man City have never had this many points, and even them, like this is one of their Man City have never had this many points at this stage of the season. I have that somewhere. I think
despite them winning 5-0,
because remember their form picks up in the second half.
Okay,
that's where they really.
So and you still think you'll win?
Yeah, what I'm saying is they have a flat tire
okay, cool.
and a really thin fan belt.
Okay,
and like I'm pretty sure the shocks need a looking at. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but it's a car. Yours is a bicycle.
Nah, ours is a motorbike.
So you need like I wouldn't mention a fan belt to you because you're a bicycle.
We have a motorbike. I think we have a jet plane. We are incredible, I think, if you think about it. Look at Declan Rice, world class, bro. Anyway, if you look at now, for example, excluding Man City and Arsenal, you have Aston Villa, Newcastle, maybe even now that's entered the fray is Sunderland and Brighton, obviously, teams like that. They keep refreshing, right? They keep performing at a very consistent level. They keep posing the same issues, like the same problems for teams like Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea, United, and so on and so forth. When you look at the newly promoted sides, this is probably the best collection of newly promoted sides we've had in like the last 5 years.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
I think Sunderland are the only team performing.
What do you mean? Sunderland, who else?
Leeds are struggling. Leeds are struggling.
Leeds aren't struggling. They're 16th.
16th is struggling. How?
Okay, fine.
Like how is 16 not struggling?
But these guys, the mid-tablers, the traditional mid-tablers, and the newly promoted sides, I don't think they're making, guys like Man United, Chelsea, and Tottenham, the traditional guys, right? I don't think they're making them look bad. They're exposing them to new ways of playing, new styles, new tactics, new emphasis on set pieces or so on and so forth.
Also, I think the fear is gone.
They build their squads.
Like nowadays, no one cares. I think the fear of playing against big teams is like everyone thinks they can win.
Yeah,
I don't think that was the case maybe 10 years ago.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
The money when you're playing Man United, you've already lost mentally. You're just happy to be there.
And when you look at, just to back that up, financially, this is the most fair the spoils of TV revenue and Premier League revenue has ever been shared. When you look at, for example, La Liga and all these guys, it's so distorted and it's very dysfunctional. Anyway, let's go through some comments as we wrap up the show. Let's talk. Wilfred Muridi says, tuko na depth na tutawin league. Ambia Saddam peupe. What does peupe mean?
Like Mswahili. Like plain and simple.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Akona accent to a Swahili.
Oh, okay. Marishafu says, with City, they're really good and still with Pep, but are not crazy prime City. Exactly. That would go on crazy runs of winning to set up finals for the title. Al Rene says, no, I'm not. I'm not a premium rage baiter. Joroga Dennis says, Zuhum, iyo point yako ya know-how, it makes sense. It's fine, man. Like some people, different IQ levels. I get it, bro. It takes time. Felix Medega says, quality depth is the one thing Arsenal fans are confident of. And that's true. I mean, Madueke, when you compare all the wingers.
Unaribu.
All the wingers. You saw Pedro Neto.
You can't talk about...
Did you see Pedro Neto?
What are you comparing him with? We all know Neto is shit. You don't have to mention a shit player for you to make your shit player look better.
I'm tired, bro. Wilfred Muridi says, Saddam still thinks they can win the league. Alafu anauliza Zuhum, what are we doing here? Man, in terms of delusion, Saddam, I have no words. Frank says, Liverpool, our season has been crazy, but crazy bad, but seeing United and Chelsea below us gives me a cheeky smile. Honestly, bro, you guys need to step up, bro. Like, how the fuck are Liverpool ahead of you guys?
How did you lose to Liverpool?
What do you mean? We had injuries.
How did you lose to Liverpool?
Injuries.
Shut up.
Chris Mwangi says, it's tough backing Saddam. You build him up, then he tears you down. Ati, we can still win the league. Yeah, man. The Delulu is clearly not the Salulu.
But think about it though. Imagine we get like a prime Pep in Fletcher. And then his two sons, Oko and like Xavi Iniesta.
Yeah, they could make Hollywood movie out of that. So
And then National League.
mad. Come back to the season. Because how many points are you guys off the league?
And then he brings back Amorim as his assistant
48
manager.
minus 31. What's that?
Damn.
17.
We're 7 points behind you. Nah, he can't be.
Yeah, 17 points.
Say wallah.
Wallah.
Juzil got to 3 points.
So what happens, bro? You draw games, bro. It sucks.
We bottled the league, by the way.
Chelsea.
Amorim bottled the league. It was right there.
It's mad. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate reading your funny ass comments. So yeah, man, we're really excited for what the season holds.
The game.
And,
Let's look at the game. Next games.
We have games tonight, I think.
Not tonight. Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Also AFCON.
Oh right, did you guys see Morocco being pendelewad?
Obviously.
That was messed up. But I told you guys, Arabs are corrupt as well, man. What do you think, Man City? How do you think they win the league? Did you guys see the penalties? Tunisia with Mali, because that was a lot of fun. Tunisia is faking their way into major competitions, in my opinion. Did you see, for example, who they played to qualify for the World Cup? Yeah, it was like countries I'd never heard of in Africa.
Huh?
Yeah. There was like Isle of something.
Somaliland.
Yeah, Somaliland. I've never heard of these countries. But yeah, they've played like, these countries that aren't really strong nations. And that's all they played 6 games. 5 games. I can't remember. 5 or 6 games. They scored 22 goals and conceded 0.
And then came the struggle in AFCON.
Yes.
I remember
their managers.
Who's the player? What's his name? Who came out and say that they're like really, really behind. Like they're like 10 plus years.
Was it Hannibal Mejbri? Yes. Former United player.
Yes.
So, yeah, fair enough.
So you think it'll beat Liverpool?
Yeah, absolutely.
You're confident?
I'm quite confident. Nothing less of 4-0. I really hope. I'm even banking on them on FPL. By the way, I'm still top of the table.
City's playing Brighton. You're confident?
No, I'm not confident. Of City?
Yeah.
Hell no.
So City will drop points?
Is City confident of Brighton?
So you think they'll drop points?
I think they can.
And Aston Villa is playing Palace. And we're playing Burnley. Are we?
Are you confident?
I'm alive.
You're alive. Alhamdulillah, bro. Alhamdulillah.
And Egypt is playing Benin right now. It's 0-0. 64 minutes. And there's a very good chance Benin gets a winner last minute.
Did you see Benin's post?
Yeah.
Donning the Pharaoh stuff. That's fucking awesome. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know what are your thoughts in terms of the mid-season reviews. Are Arsenal going to win the league, or is it just a matter of when we're going to win the league? I think we are. Is United going to make the top 4? Is Chelsea going to make the top 4? Is Leeds going to make Europa League? You never know, bro. You never know. Anyway, pleasure having you here for the first show of the new year. It's going to be an amazing one. You guys better get ready to travel somewhere in the summer, because it's going to be unbearable. And I'm not talking about the heat. See you guys next week. Thank you so much to the production team. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share, and tune in next week. We'll see you guys next week. Take care, man.